A clinical trial is a door that opens up to give a lot more hope.
A clinical trial for advanced cancer is a carefully controlled research study conducted by doctors to improve the care and treatment of people who have advanced cancer. A treatment that's proven safe and effective in a cancer clinical trial may be approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for use as a standard treatment if it meets one or both of the following criteria. It's more effective than the current standard treatment. It has fewer side effects than the current standard treatment.
The involvement in the clinical trials for me at this point is just, again, trying to find something that will keep me stable or possibly be a cure. I mean, you never know what's going to really work. I know there are things happening in there and I'll just see where I'm at in a couple of months. But I feel good. Very minimal side effects for me.
I was so excited, and then I was on an immunotherapy, and the fact that I didn't feel sick, I felt normal again. It was such a break. I've been battling for almost 3 years, and to have that couple of months of not feeling sick, it was just amazing. And to have the opportunity to possibly have a benefit from it, and on top of it, potentially change in the future. I've had 3 oncologists tell me that I'm not curable. So the fact that this might have opened some doors and given me more of a future was amazing to think about.
The purpose of advanced cancer clinical trials is to improve treatment options, increase survival, improve quality of life.
If you're interested in doing clinical trials and you're just trying to learn more about the cancer that is in your body that you want to deal with, Foundation 1 testing is probably the most helpful tool. Your team can send in a biopsy sample from the cancer biopsy that they've done in, and you get back a report that will list out all of the genetic markers in that cancer. You can search, I have this genetic mutation, and it will be able to pull up if there are trials active and available that deal with that genetic mutation. That is the best predictor of if a trial might work really well for you.
It's also important for you to know about the phase of a potential clinical trial.
There are phases, and you have to make sure you understand when a trial is offered to you, you need to make sure you understand exactly what that means. Because depending on where you're at, you may not be willing to risk doing a placebo.
What are the phases of clinical trials? Phase 1. Test brand new drugs, devices, or procedures to find out how safe they are, including safest dose, and identify possible side effects. Usually involves 20 to 80 people. Phase 2. Further evaluate the effectiveness of a drug, device, or procedure. Researchers keep track of any medical benefits as well as side effects, usually involves 100 to 300 people. Phase 3. Compare a new treatment or procedure to current treatments to figure out which works better. Safety and level of effectiveness continue to be monitored, as well as side effects. Usually involves 1,000 to 8,000 people. Phase 4. Once a drug or procedure is FDA approved and made available to the public, researchers continue to study its safety to figure out its best use. Information is gathered on long-term effectiveness in various populations, as well as adverse side effects associated with long-term use.
My particular primary oncologist has what I think is a really good view of clinical trials, in that she wants her patients to be able to explore clinical trials before it's their last possible option, when they still have a measure of health, when they still have some physical reserves to fight.
Clinical trials are possible for all types and stages of cancer. Your eligibility for any given clinical trial depends on many factors, and each trial will have a specific criteria. A trial can be designed to test a new treatment that improves response rates or improves quality of life. Your doctor may speak to you about participating in a clinical trial. If he or she doesn't discuss the possibility of a clinical trial with you and you'd like to know more about joining one as a treatment option, you can bring up the topic yourself. If you or someone you know is interested in learning more about clinical trials, Yes is here to help.
I had the chance to do a clinical trial, and I was really stressed out about the financial stress, additional financial stress that I was going to put on my family. And all the hotel stays that Say Yes to Hope helps me with really took such a huge weight off my shoulder, and it made me feel a lot less guilt about going.
Visit www.sayyestohope.org or call 877-937-7478.